Which AI tool should you use? That's a huge question. And as a leader, it's one more decision you have to make. So, my honest take is that sometimes when we think about the two big competitors, which is Claude and ChatGPT, it's like Apple versus Android. I mean, neither one of them is wrong. They're built differently and have pros and cons. So, the question that I want to answer today is, not who wins the scoreboard or what's better, but instead, what is the best AI tool for a leader? Now, I will give a quick comparison over different scenarios that you may find yourself in when you're trying to use AI. I'll also do a demo just to show you the different prompts and what the outputs look like, and then close with some great tools about Claude that you may have never seen before. So, if I only had one sentence to explain ChatGPT versus Claude, I would talk about the fact that ChatGPT is this Swiss army knife where Claude is really built around thinking. I started out using ChatGPT because it was good at quite a few things and it can be very versatile. I love there's a built in way for you to build images too, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But Claude has a complexity to it, which is perfect for a leader. So let's think about what you do as a leader on a day to day basis. And yes, it's probably a lot of emails, a lot of putting out fires, but it's primarily two things. The first one is you have to think through difficult and complex situations. And secondly, you have to communicate with other people, with your stakeholders, with subordinates, with peers, with everyone. So this isn't just about code and spreadsheets. You have to think and communicate. And while some of those skill sets you may need, it's not going to make or break you as a true leader. So what I did is I decided to think through what are 10 scenarios that leaders faced and compare it with ChatGPT and Claude. Now, I want to save you time, right? So I'll just show you one of the demos and kind of how I scored it. So the first category is leadership writing. The exact prompt that I put in, it's very short, but I wanted to do apples to apples, was write a message to my team after we missed a major deadline, acknowledge it with no excuses, and move forward. So I put this in here. This is Claude. I want to note this is the free version of it. And then I'll switch over to ChatGPT and show you the same prompt in there. All right. So we've got ChatGPT, exact same prompt. What you can see in the response to ChatGPT is it's come up with a response. All right, team, we missed a major deadline. That's on us. No excuses. Couple of bullets. We'll regroup. It gives you an option to determine what you want to do. And then it's interesting, it actually has an ad on it, top10.com, which is sponsored. So, another thing, of course, with free on either one of these is you're going to run out of answers very quickly because, it's a free concept. However, when I look at this, I mean, it's not a bad email, but it's very kind of linear and one option. If I go back to Claude, what I can see is it's giving me two options. A, which is own it and rally forward, and B, which is honest and accountability reset. And different verbiage, both getting at the point of what the prompt has asked it to do. And then what it does is says, okay, there's two approaches, which depends on your tone role. And it's giving you some bracket placeholders for you to add in more information. So what I would look at when I was comparing these two was just the fact that Claude gave me more options. It didn't advertise to me, and it ultimately reads a little bit more like a human. So, with leadership writing, I typically enjoy Claude better than ChatGPT. I will always say that you never ever want your AI to write for you. You want to write with it. I have a whole video that talks about how it can improve your writing, and be sure to check that out. So let's zoom through the rest of these other tests. I will not go through each one in the sense of show you the comparison, but it gives you an idea of how I did it. So the second test I looked at was content brainstorming, and that's something that we have to do as a leader. Where I found this to be a little bit more helpful was ChatGPT. It does go a little bit faster. It can think through some more angles. In fact, ChatGPT is trained on a little bit more data than Claude. And I think that the way that the format variety was baked in, it's helpful. Not to say you can't do good brainstorming with either of them, but overall, I would say ChatGPT does it well. Same thing with the third element I was looking at, which was research and summaries. and it has a slight edge on it. And partially it's because OpenAI, which is ChatGPT, they have fresher access with data when you enable that. And so a little bit more current, especially if you're looking at something, let's say that's happened recently. So I will always caveat that when you're trying to do research or you're trying to look at summaries, you want to slow that AI down, make sure it hasn't guessed, make sure it hasn't added anything. That's sometimes what we call like a hallucination. With humans, there's a concept that we say trust and verify. Well, when it comes to AI, it's never trust and always verify. But ChatGPT would still win this. I do think it will provide a very comprehensive summary. It's not that Claude doesn't do a good job, to be clear. Now, the longer the document, the more so I will tend to go towards Claude. It has up to a 1 million token context window, and it will tend to do a better job of capturing more of the pieces of the information. With a long document, I see ChatGPT will get very lazy the longer the document is and completely miss sections and just sort of say, well, here was the beginning and here's the end. And that's all you really needed. Now, with planning and SOPs, standard operating procedures, ChatGPT, let's say I want to drop in meeting notes and turn it into an action plan. It does a great job with that. It's very, very linear in thinking and can pull the content and say, this is what you need to do. So score for ChatGPT on this. Um, Now, when we think about sales, ChatGPT is going to give you this long list of, okay, these are all the options that you can do. However, if you want something very persuasive, you're trying to do something new with your boss or your peers, I always enjoy Claude. It tends to be a little bit more creative. It won't necessarily give you 20 options, but if it gives you 5 options, they're very good. And so we have to always remember that quantity does not equal quality, and Claude wins in this. Now, with coding, I will let you know I'm not a coder. I work with individuals that code. I have surveyed a lot of them. I coach several people that code, and they have found that they enjoy Claude over ChatGPT, that it makes less mistakes, and that when you're going and referencing it, it can be a little bit easier to then fix it as well. And so, if you are someone that is coding, I would love for you to share if you have any other experiences. Now, with images, I think this is a tie. Um, you know, I think about image generation in almost a completely different category. And overall, typically as a leader, like, is it important for you to generate an image? No, unless maybe you're a marketing leader, but still. So within ChatGPT, I can ask it to make an image. The imagery has gotten way better, and you don't have that in Claude. But I would really say if you're trying to create an image, don't use ChatGPT or Claude. There are several other programs out there that are better, and I do have a video solely on that. Moving on to complex judgment calls, Claude really does stay in that thinking partner. I have seen so many times where ChatGPT will just start to kind of pigeonhole you and push you into a direction and say, "Oh, this is what you need to do." And I'll show you a demo of that in just a second. So Claude will ask way more questions and be a little bit more critical. The caveat to this is, in truth, both of these large language models, these LLMs, are trying to keep you on the system as long as possible, trying to get you to upgrade to a bigger package. And so they tend to be agreeable and they like, oh, you're brilliant, you're wonderful, this is great, blah, 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 all these things. And so when you're trying to make a complex judgment call, you don't need them to say like, oh, you're doing great, this is awesome. You you want it to sort of say, maybe you haven't thought about this, and be able to act as that consultant to help you maybe with a blind spot that you have. So here Claude absolutely wins. And this really ties into the thinking partner test. You're not asking Claude or ChatGPT to do the thinking for you, but you share what's going on and you ask it to dissect. And really, Claude wins over and over again on dissection. And let me just show you what that looks like. So, what I did is I took a scenario and I posted it both into ChatGPT and Claude. This is ChatGPT. So, I have a hard conversation coming up tomorrow, specificity. Situation is I have someone who constantly argues with me when I point out issues with their work. So, it's like I'm trying to, they give me a document. And my job in a leadership role is to sit there, ask questions about the document, see how we can make it better as we push it up. And I feel like they're defensive. I'm using the feel word, F word. It's tough because this is my job and I'm trying to create better products. And so I then talk about the behavior I'm observing. So if I provide feedback or thoughts, they tend to respond with rationale and communicate reasons why they did what they did. So trying to not add in any emotion to that. The impact is this ends up taking a lot of time. It's a lot of back and forth. And then sometimes the person shares with me, like, I'm upset that you are nitpicking me. And especially because I do make edits to it. And last thing is what I'm genuinely uncertain about is how to move forward, address it, and get better products. All right. So ChatGPT says, okay, this is a real dynamic problem. You're not dealing with conflict, you're dealing with misaligned expectations about feedback and ownership. So it's read it. It said, okay, this is what it's not, and this is what it is. And this is kind of the mental models that both of you are coming from. You're saying I need to improve the work, and they're saying my job is to defend the thinking, and this is what's saying it does friction. And so it gives me step by step, like reframe the problem, name the pattern clearly, surface the tension, ask for alignment, propose a simple working agreement, address, close. And and then it says this one thing: if they push back, this is what you can do. And of course, your lovely advertisement again: communicate strategy clearly. So interesting. Now, this is the exact same context I've given it, but Claude has said, I think this is a common friction point. You're thinking carefully about it, but it then challenges me. So it doesn't say this is what you need to do first. It's like, let's think about this together. Here's something worth sitting with first. The behavior you're describing is inherently defensive. It can be, but it could be someone who generally wants to understand why edits are being made, not just what changed. And this distinction matters for how you approach the conversation. And it says, like, look, I want to untangle some things. Is the problem the pushback or the outcome? What's your working relationship? And the upset piece matters. And it does give a suggestion, but it says, like, what is your read? Is this more of a process issue or an authority issue? And that'll shape how you direct it. You can see how it's just a little tweak, but it is so much more specific and so much more helping you to think instead of ChatGPT is like, this is what you need to do. I've pigeonholed you. This is what it is. I'm not thinking about it. I thought for you. And that's what when I try to clarify if I say Claude is a better writer, it writes from that clarity of understanding the problem more before it starts to do it. And I also do think it just ends up being a little bit more human, although it's AI, right? Okay, so I promised you at the end we would talk about some things that people don't know about Claude because we tend to just kind of use a tool and stick with it. Number one is that it used to be Claude didn't have memory. And so that was one of the selling points as to why you would stay with ChatGPT. Well, Claude does now capture some memories about you, and you can type in and say, hey, what do you know about me? Very, very cool. The second thing is that there are projects, and this is a equivalent to essentially a GPT and like a custom GPT and Chat GPT. And for an example, I have a project that is solely based for cooking, and I've got all my recipes in there. And then when I ask it to reference something, it goes and it looks at everything that's in there. I do enjoy that because I don't have to re explain that I'm trying to do gluten free right now or that I'm postpartum. It's just already got it in there. And I have a whole other video that kind of talks through how to do projects and the pros and cons of making those. And then the last thing is that you can use your computer to complete tasks. What? Mind blown. And if you sit there and you're like, I don't know about that, once again, I have a video on how to make a really simple agent and have Claude do something within your comfort zone and for you to see that. So it is really worth looking at and going, I'm a busy leader. If I want to have to make less decisions and have things done for me, Claude is going to be very helpful. And I want to close with ChatGPT can be very excellent. However, what I find is that when I'm in leader mode, Claude is a great thinking partner. Now, I want to encourage you that the journey is never done with AI, but I am here with you. Please drop in the comments what you are trying to learn, what you're trying to get better at, and what you have used Claude with to help you be better as a leader.